on that one.
Shirt, and
I would have.
We go.
I would have owed the entire NRS scene.
For shame.
I would have owed the entire NRS scene a nice Hawaiian pizza after not going AFK. But here we go. Sacky going with Sorcerer, which is pretty rare for him. He usually comes out the gate with Summoner. He loves those bat setups.
Almost as much as you love bad pizza. And here we go.
Hey-o.
Breaks right through that armor. Oh, gets opened up by the back two. This is where iLuusions wants to keep Sacky. This is the only way to keep Sacky under control.
And wow, what a pickup from iLuusions. And yeah, that's pretty much guaranteed. It's so meaty, safe on block. I think 3 hits, does decent amount of chip. Great way to end it from iLuusions. And it was a great pickup when he had the Basilisk out and anti-air with the forward 4.
Oh, and a missed time down to anti-air attempt. It's leading to all of this mix and all of this damage. Gonna get the hard knockdown again after this jump punch into that armor. Down 3 into the grab. Sacky looking much better here in round number 2, and just letting that armor do all the work for him. Sacky with round number 2.
That's what I call the money pit, because once you're in it, you just have that feeling. Oh, that was a great air skull to get out of that. You have that feeling of just everything floating around you that you want, and you know the armor is just raining on you, and you feel safe. And there's no other feeling like that. But iLuusions in the final round here in game number 1, looking so strong, making all the right reads. Hasn't let Sacky get up a portal yet, and just disrupting the game plan. And this that ball is going to come in no matter what, full screen to track him down.
And you see, iLuusions had the most success when he stayed on top of Sacky. The moment he backed away from Sacky, that's when Sacky took over. To keep him locked down, that's exactly what iLuusions wants to do. And on the flip side, if you're Sacky, you want to get that armor portal up and stay as far away from Reptile as possible. At the same time, I would expect him to go to Summoner here. I think Summoner is the right choice. More options from full screen as compared to Sorcerer, who really might be able to get a trade with the slow force balls are going to occupy that space that is really his job to do.
Yeah, and full screen, if he can get an acid bubble out when he's trying to get up a portal and then throwing an acid spit, that's a potential armor break, you know, almost instantly. Even full screen, and that acid spit is so fast to where it can check him trying to get that portal out almost every single time, even if he gets a knockdown with the rune.
Round 1. Fight.
He's going to decide to stick with Sorcerer instead of making the switch to see if he might be able to make something happen here. For the down 3, going to keep it simple, go for the grab. I respect it. And a beautiful punish. Going to keep it nice and simple, as meterless as he can. And here comes our armor portal.
And guys, that last match, Tweety actually overtook 3rd place in the points over Sonic Fox. So congratulations to Tweety.
Huge moral victory.
And if iLuusions is able to pull this out, he will take over the 6th spot in points from Rewind. And we talked about it earlier, that Sonic Fox, Rewind, those guys not showing up this week, already seeing that in effect.
And this is only the beginning. There's no telling what's going to happen later on in the top 8. But
empty
the back
jump.
3 trip guard.
He just empty jumped into back 3. This man is a little bit of a savage, and it worked out perfectly.
And another trip guard. Wow, and that is one hell of a that was one hell of a punish there. He's gonna try and move in, try to switch positions, gets eaten by the back 3 too. And he believed, decided not to spend the bar. Very smart move. But if that back 3 connected, it would have been a completely different story. Oh, and that is not something you want to happen. This is going to do a lot of damage in the corner.
Oh, and a big drop.
He just dropped the force ball.
Sacky's being very stingy with his meter right now. Did not break that early and has lost so much health for it. And a great reaction, iLuusions. That was a perfectly played round.
I tell you, that's exactly what we're talking about. iLuusions gets that ball rolling. Sacky just has too much trouble, and he ends up crumbling under pressure. But the moment Sacky gets momentum on his side, he's very hard to stop. Maybe Sacky needs to start going a little bit more into the Sacky tech. You know, the sky drops, the jump kick in the sky drops. empty jump in the grab. Just kind of mix it up a little bit. Throw Lou off of his game. Or maybe at least go Summoner, but he really seems like Sorcerer's the right idea here. He's thinking about it. Maybe he might make the switch. No, he's going to stick with Sorcerer the whole way through. You know what? Maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe there's just something about Summoner that just makes it too hard of a matchup.
Yep.
But he's really going to need to try something different because what he's done so far has not worked.
Or maybe there's something with this variation here that we don't know about that he just hasn't been able to get going.
That's very true as well. Oh, standing one, narrowly clipping, but getting that meter advantage. Some trades, and there you go. Reptile strings too fast and just eating that armor.
And wow, what a start already from iLuusions, who's only one game away, and all the right reads. Almost got him with that down too. Man, let's see if Sacky can turn things around here. He's going to need a miracle. Is he going to go for a quick reset? Nope, he is not. I have expected him to go for some hit stun into the purple portal, try to take that meter off iLuusions. He's going to try and play it safe. And should have got the armor back by now, and he does. But already
very
get him
smart.
off
He knew that Sacky wanted to take the hit of armor and trade with that string. This combo is not going to kill, but that puts Lou in chip territory, and that will certainly do it. Sacky showing a couple signs of life, you know, not ready to pull the plug on the life support just yet, but he's going to need to do a lot more than just take a round.
Your resistance puzzles.
Here we go, just taking his time, going for a little bit of a zoning approach. Lou going for the 4-4 slide, and here comes Lou. This is all the aggression that he really wanted from the beginning. And a beautiful hit confirmed.
and keeping it. Oh my gosh, what? That was
smart.
So
That was
smart.
actually a punish. It was an actual punish.
Sacky finally in the driver's seat. Approaching him with his back to the wall, that is the armored portal. Keeping it safe, even on approach, if he tries to get punished. But that is a no-no, sir.
Threw that round away.
Didn't have the breaker to back it up. Not yet, anyway. And that was a huge risk from Sacky. And that gave iLuusions a little bit of life as he's trying to close this out now.
Oh, no hit confirmed there, but no whiff punish either. The neutral jump punch misses as well. This is actually a scramble, and Sacky finally going to be able to put some solid damage on the board.
And finally goes to the purple totem and was unable to open up iLuusions.
The totem, you call
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's actually multiple times that I have been called out on calling it a totem. Alright, he summons it from the ground. It's the same animation.
A moment of silence for our boy Kodal.
Oh!
Oh, and the down two from downtown.
If iLuusions would have committed fully that string, might have gotten whiff punished, but the throw on the end of that string is actually hard to whiff punish as it has great priority. And that is going to close out for Sacky
So beautiful.
if he lands this combo, which he does.
Oh, absolutely. Execution is not one of Sacky's faults. So now Sacky finally getting on the board. 2-1, a very close match. iLuusions just made one too many mistakes, and Sacky with that beautiful backdash read and whiff punishing accordingly. Definitely got him the win. Very well deserved. So now he's not out of it yet. We're seeing him kind of spring back to life here, kind of start to wake up a little. But Lou is going to stick with Reptile.
Yep, he has 2 games to play with. It's what's worked so far. Stick to it. If it doesn't work here, you may want to look for a switch because the download may have been completed at that point, and you may have to throw something new at Sacky to try to recatch him off guard, just like you did in those first 2 games.
Absolutely, and we'll have to see what happens here because iLuusions, he was playing just like he did with the first couple of games, but at the same time, he got a little bit more careless, and that's really what cost him that match. But now we're seeing just this full-on 100% aggression by Lou.
This is MK9 style Reptile. So many dashes that we see.
Also, you take a look at the backdash with punish again by Sacky. He's been really on point with his spacing.
Ooh.
But that is not something you want to do. There we go. iLuusions getting right back into the mix.
Oh, and running just past the portal and did forward 4 slide, which would have broken it regardless. Unless Sacky would have done a crouch block, but was out of the armor portal range, which is pretty rare. And any trade with that EX Trance is a good trade for Guan.
And the read of a lifetime.
Oh, and went for it again, but that is a no-no with two projectiles coming right at you.
He's taking his time. Going for the little bits of damage. You're seeing Lou kind of back off a little bit because he does not want to get hit by the back three. And this is really trouble because Illusions might have a bar meter after the next combo, but he's not going to want to use it at this point. And there's the hit of armor. Sacky staying alive, taking round number 2. Sacky's in a really good position right now. He has all the room to back up if he chooses to do so. Immediately takes that tick of armor. Illusions needs to be much more patient.
What a reaction!
Back 2. And this is looking so much better for Sacky. Gonna get the full-on combo into the corner. Illusions has no meter to deal with this. And this is looking very grim. We might be going to a game 5. Nice tech by Lou.
Oh, and
the down 2.
The armor.
Just mashing it. I have to respect that.
That was perfect. It didn't let Illusions get a chance there to try to sneak back in that round, and that is absolutely savage. We're going to a game number 5 out of nowhere. Sacky coming back, and with that pick to stick with Sorcerer looks so good right now.
I was 100% a non-believer. Do not tell me we're going to see. Oh,
we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see the Sorcerer mirror. There are going to be portals everywhere. This is going to be just like watching Doctor Strange.
Hey, man, no spoilers. I still haven't seen that. Don't blow me up. No, don't blow me up. I know I heard great things about it, but also you have to think about this matchup. We mentioned Lou hates the mirror. Now he gets Sacky away from his armor portal, which is really what he wanted in the beginning.
Oh, it got him out of the startup of the portal. Very good stuff from Sacky.
Wow, and that was a whiff punish on the air skull. Sacky gonna get some damage of his own, and the portal will be into play, giving him the momentum for the zoning. And this is just mind game after mind game, zoning at its absolute finest. And a run-up grab by Sacky. This is what we were talking about. This is what Sacky was more known to do.
Finally getting the portal up is Illusions and getting the hit. Sacky's gonna probably be forced to break here. And wow, great stuff from Illusions.
So smart by Illusions to not go for the full string, to switch positions and keep himself in that portal to make his 50-50 save. Because that's really all he had a chance to do at that point. And that is not a punish. Illusions getting a punish of his own. Back to the trance. Hard knockdown.
Not breaking with Sacky there. That might be a... That might cost him
here. And a punish again. Baiting the punish with a punish. Punishception. Illusions looking so much better. But is standing for trance. This is going to do max damage. Hard knockdown into the portal.
And the EX Rune catching Sacky, not respecting the second hit, and Illusions. Wow, it's jumping through! That was so smart! Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen. That was some Quan Chi at its finest.
That was